2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our featured group is the delightful Henny Quack. Hello, Henny.
Hi, Luke. I'm very much looking forward to bringing you the action from the golf course for this week's featured group. Now, there is a sense of maybe fear, heightened competition this week, as this player has said that they're starting up a rivalry with their playing partner.
So it appears this player's target is to beat Ricky Fowler this week. That should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Yeah, Ricky Fowler sounds like he's up for the challenge. On social media, he's been talking about this rivalry. Is Ricky ever not up for the challenge, though? He'll smile as he's beating you, that's for sure.
Yes, likes to kill him with kindness, does our Ricky. He is a wonderful fella on and off the course, and with a renewed confidence in his game, the new father's looking to shine here. This will be a tough challenge for our rivalry. 5 feet coming up to the cup. Starting the round at even par.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
He's currently tied for 6th. Let's go down to John McCarthy for our on-course report. And John, you've now had some time to walk the course this week before today's show. What are we in for today at the Jacobson Homestead?
Well, Luke, yes, I love walking around this rural setting. Not a whole lot of trouble to start off with, but things heat up quite a bit when you hit the 7th hole, par 4. Has a dogleg left and a few bunkers and trees to deal with off the tee. Back 9 opens with a narrow and lengthy par 5, but that's really as tricky as it gets. I guess it gets a little swampy on the 15th, but the water generally won't be a factor for many players out there in the field. They saved the most challenging tee shot for the 18th, which leads up to an elevated green for the approach. That will be a fun hole to watch this week. Hopefully provide some drama coming down the final stretch. Let's see what happens, guys.
It's got a chance for the par. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. Welcome to the tee of a par 4. Oh, great swing there. Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
The game is coming easy to this player right now, so no reason not to believe they can't do it again this week.
Lining up the birdie putt here. This one started out on a good line. Oh, well played. Currently 1 under for the day. Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
He's currently in a share of top spot. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
Hope it gets a good kick to the left. Okay, that'll work.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look. Come on, ball. Come on.
Just didn't drop. And this one is for his par. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Let's see what happens here on the 6th. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Well, Rich, it's become a bit of a new age thing on tour. A couple of rivalries that heat up on social media. We've seen a number of other players that call each other out. What have you made of this social media age?
Well, you better have thick skin if you're going to get into the social media arena. Thankfully, they didn't have it when I was out there on tour because I don't know if I could handle it. I certainly couldn't be trusted with it back then. But I think if you're going to go into that arena, you have to treat social media like it's just something that it's fun to do. If you do go down that rabbit hole in social media, you better be prepared for the consequences.
Let's see what happens here on the 7th. That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. A couple under at this stage. Currently tied for second. And here we are with the third shot. He's right in the hunt, just a shot off the pace. If he makes this, he'll save his par.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
That's well holed. Just one off the lead after that hole. We've reached the 8th hole. Looks like they've got the 5 wood. This one could take a little bounce to the left. Oh, this would be a big putt to make. The birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2.
Great now.
Oh, what a big putt to make that one. And that will take him to 3 under. He's currently tied for first. Next up is this 2-shot hole. Great shot. Taking aim from about 180 yards here. He's currently tied for the lead. Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. 9 feet to the cup.
This for a birdie run.
I like the look of this. And with that, that's their 4th birdie.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
Sitting at -4. Currently leading. Beauty of a chip shot there.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Now 4 shots up after that hole. Time to tee off on the 11th. That's a big drive. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. And they'll tap this in for birdie. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Opting for the 5-iron. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt.
This is their look at birdie.
That was a gallant attempt. A par putt on the table. Job done. Let's head to the next. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Time for the second shot here at the 13th. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. It's got a chance. And that will drop in for a birdie. And that will take him to 7 under. Currently in first position. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flag stick.
That will drop, and it will extend the lead. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. It's heading to the rough for mine. Lining up from about 230 yards here. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. Oh, what a shot that was. Right at it. This is beautiful to watch.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
They make it. Now 10 under par. Just a handful of holes to go.
And a nice feeling it must be to have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. That was a bit of a miscue.
A bit short with that effort.
Oh, that almost went in. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Time to face a par 4 now. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Man, people usually don't go that far on vacation. What a drive.
Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. What's in front of them, Henny?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Get excited. This could go in. Oh, terrific. What an effort. Currently 11 under par for the round. Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Lining up here for a chance to win the tournament. What a putt to make. Ooh, right by the hole. Well, how about that? They get the victory, and in fine fashion too.
Second win of the season. Playing awfully well at the moment. Let's see if they can keep up this good run of form.
And Rich, what a performance. They've got back-to-back wins. What a force they're proving to be out here on tour.
I gotta say, this player is in full flight at the moment. Just sit back and watch how awesome they are at the moment.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm glad to be here covering this week's featured group, and what a pairing, as these two have been hinting at quite a budding rivalry here.
No kidding, Henny. This player, he seems to have picked out Bubba Watson as the man to beat. That's ambitious.
Luke, you know when you think that you've got a player on the ropes, maybe they're in the middle of the trees, in the middle of a bunker, and you think they've got no shot. And then they do, in fact, put it to 2 feet. And then you're really frustrated. That's Bubba, every single time. He's that player.
No, you can't out-Bubba Bubba, can you? There's nothing elementary about this, Watson, is there? Can't wait to see how this rivalry plays out, though. Was on a good line. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet.
Looking good so far.
Nicely holed. And for par.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
He's currently tied for 8th. The second at TPC Summerland is a par 4 measuring 469 yards from the back tee. It plays slightly downhill, so a strong drive here will set up even just a short iron approach. However, there's a huge waste area to the right, so accuracy off the tee is required. The smart option here is to lay back with the 3-metal and give yourself a full shot in, and also take 1 club less into this green as it will release down the slope. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. Looking ahead now, and this player is currently tied for first in the standings alongside Will Zalatoris.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard. Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
The third hole at TPC Summerland has been converted from a par 5 down to a 4, Rich, which makes his second shot much tougher.
Second shot across the ravine to a green that's surrounded by bunkers. Should you find the green in 2 putts from there will be just fine, but watch out. Big numbers abound should you start missing this green out to the right.
Oh, so close. And this putt coming up for his par. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. The fourth at TPC Summerland is a pretty straightaway par 4 measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole. Just be accurate on approach. That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that. Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there, you feel the sky is the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A to point B to point. He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like it's right there in front of him. He reminds me of an old school pool player who he's already made all the shots. Now he just has to go ahead and just sink the next one because he set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
There it is. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 6th at TPC Summerland is a snaking par 4, playing 430 yards There's a big waste area up to the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. If you can position your drive on the right half of this fairway, it gives you the best shot up the hill to a green that is not protected by any bunkers. See if you can get that one to come back to the left a little. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Yes, they've made it. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. He finds himself in a share of the lead.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Second shot here on the 7th. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 25 feet from the cup, looking for another birdie here.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it, 2 in a row, he's feeling it.
Moments like that deserve another look.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. The 8th at TPC Summerlin is a big par 3, playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short rider also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey. Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt. Okay, steady now. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Now leading by 1 shot. The 9th at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there. This is on a great line.
And down it goes for an eagle. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Well, this is when the knees start to knock. The sweat starts to appear on the palms of your hands, Rich. Just a slender lead with 9 to play.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And with that hole done, this player currently is in first place, followed by Will Zalatoris. Placement off the tee is required at the TPC Summerlin 11th hole, par 4, measuring 448 yards. The big bunker down the right side is to be avoided at all costs. And there's also a little tree there which might affect any line of sight approach to this green. Well, this one's going right at the flag.
And how about that for confidence? Going right at the pin here in the midst of their rivalry with Bubba Watson. Love seeing that sort of play.
And after that fine effort, this player currently holds top spot on the leaderboard, but Will Zalatoris is... Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Good play. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
He's currently sitting in first place. The 13th at TPC Summerlin is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards from the back tees. The big hitters with a tail breeze can cover that bunker on the left-hand side. But if you want to lay up, make sure you're giving yourself the right number, because there's a lot to this green and plenty of ways to three-putt it. Be careful on approach. That was a good strike. It was pretty well played out of the fairway bunker. Getting ready to play their third. Well, a little off the target with that one.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
And he needs this to save par.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
This one's tracking. Yeah, nicely holed. That's a good fight back.
Absolutely. In the bunker, off the tee, getting that one. That is a Brucey bonus.
Still in the lead now after that hole. The 14th at TPC Summerlin is a straightaway par 3 playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. 4 feet to the cup. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And that will take him to 8 under. We have a short par 4 ahead of us here.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 21 feet from the cup. This for back-to-back birdies.
Oh, just missed. Just a short putt remaining here. Currently 8 under for the round.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Oh, look at that. You don't want that ball back.
Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
Absolutely massive and right down the fairway.
This one might need to get down a little.
Pretty good shot there.
Oh, this is exciting. A putt for an eagle.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
Ouch, that hurts. Just a simple tap in for birdie. Leading by 5 shots after that.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. 18 feet to the cup.
Little birdie look in here.
Ooh. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. The 18th at TPC Summerlin is a 444-yard par 4 with a big body of water just beyond the gully, which you've got to drive. Make sure you avoid those bunkers on the right side to give you a good iron into this green. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Wonderful shot into the 18th and a chance for birdie.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
And this is why they put in hours and hours of practice. A putt to win it all.
Oh, that was...
Well, it's fair to say that this player ran the tables this week, Rich, and came up trumps in Las Vegas. Look at your Shriners Children's Open winner.
And nobody on the PGA Tour will be shining quite as brightly as this player the rest of the evening here in Las Vegas.
And Henny, that was some impressive play. To take down a rival of that caliber and to win the event, what a performance.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone, and they can boast about this on social media for, wow, weeks now.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.